cleaner, custom look for your vehicle, all without breaking the bank, do we have the product for you. In just a few moments, you're about to watch us install our Precut Taillight Tint, but what you might not know is that Bronco Designs also offers a wide variety of vehicle-specific pre-cut automotive film kits. So from headlight and taillight tints to PPF and chrome deletes, our kits are designed to be easy to install, give you that premium, higher trim look, and do it all without breaking the bank. So if you haven't already, click the link down below to go to bogortechdesigns.com, grab your pre-cut kit today, and let's get started with the installation video.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we have this Ford Bronco, and we're going to do the taillight tint installation for this vehicle. So this is how the taillight looks before doing the installation, and this is how it looks after the installation. So the tint has PPF properties, which means it will protect the lenses from yellowing over time, as well as protect it from any small scratches or any road debris that may hit the lens. Link for the product will be provided below. But with that being said, let's start with the installation video. These are the tools you need for the installation. So before we start with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the taillight lens. So we're going to need two solutions in order to do the prep and the installation. Our first solution is our slip solution, which contains baby shampoo mixed with distilled water. And our second solution is our tack solution, which contains 70% isopropyl alcohol mixed with distilled water. So we're going to use our first solution, which is our slip solution, and spray it onto the lens. Grab a clean microfiber towel and start removing any contaminants that the taillight lens may have. Flip your microfiber towel around to a clean side. Grab your tack solution, spray it onto your microfiber towel, and just remove any heavy contaminants that the lens may have, like any grease, wax, or any coating. This will help remove it. That way the adhesive on the film is able to tack down to the lens. So once you finish with the prep, now we can start with the installation. For this installation, it is a 3-piece installation. So when you have your kit, this is for the driver's side. So this is how it looks like for the driver's side taillight tint. So we're going to start with the face first, which covers this section here. So this would be piece number 1. So for piece number 1, just apply slip solution to the lens and slip solution to the adhesive side of the film. And all we need to do is just make sure we align it from this section of the taillight. You're going to see it has a design that curves around here. Just align the film to this curved edge here, and make sure everything else stays aligned here as well. We're going to start by tacking down the top section first. So apply tack solution underneath and on top of the film. Grab your squeegee and start tacking down this section. Make sure to remove all of the solution underneath the film. Work section by section, that way we help remove all the solution and bringing it down to the bottom. Okay, so now the next step is to seal all of the edges of the film. So we're going to apply tack solution around the edge, and then we're going to grab our heat device. You could use a heat gun or a hair dryer. If you do use a hair dryer or a heat gun, just make sure you use the lowest setting on your device. That way you focus around the edges and you don't accidentally burn it. And as we're applying heat, just grab your microfiber towel to start sealing the edges. So start from one edge, and then once you finish applying heat, this is where you would grab your microfiber towel and just go with the curve and help it tack down. So it should be like this. It shouldn't be lifting like how it's lifting here. It should be tacked down and sealed. So just do this all around, and then once we're done sealing, we can move on with the next piece. Okay, so now that we finished piece number 1, now we're moving on with piece number 2. Piece number 2 is this long section of the film. So once you have the film, it's going to look like this. For this one here, you're going to notice these two curved designs. So these two curved designs align to the top section here. So first we're going to start by aligning it on one curve and making sure we align it here. So make sure it stays aligned on the curve. The only thing we need to worry about as we're installing the film is to make sure we don't leave any bubbles. So with this one, just take your time aligning it and tacking it down. and then just remove bubbles as you go. If you do have bubbles, carefully just lift the film up to where the bubble is located and then tack it down slowly. Okay, so as you can see, we have it aligned right on the tip here. You can go just a little bit, just make sure on top here, just make sure that everything is being covered. So then all you need to do is just lift and adjust. If you do want to use any slip solution or any solution in general, you can. You just need to make sure to apply just a little bit. So let's say around this area here, if you want to use it to help it align and tack down to the curve, you'll just adjust it like this, and making sure everything is covered on this section here. So keep everything aligned like this and just do a light stretch. That way we remove this finger that's here. Okay, and then just help it around the curve here and you should be good. To help it tack down, just apply a little bit of tack solution on top of the film and underneath. That way the film starts tacking down to the adhesive side to the lens. Make sure you're stretching too. Okay, hold the film, start tacking it down. Remove all of the solution that may be trapped underneath the film. And that's pretty much it. And then you apply heat, grab your microfiber towel to seal this edge, that way it doesn't lift. Okay, and you could do the same steps as how we did it on this end to this side here. You would just lift the film carefully, apply slip solution, and then just light stretch and tack it down, and you should be good. And make sure to help remove this finger here. And one thing to keep in mind, once you get around this area here, you will need to stretch the film just a little bit, and the film does overlap each other on this section here, just by a little bit here. So then once it's tacked down right here, and you secure the film, that way it doesn't lift over time, we're going to apply heat to seal all the edges around the film. So to seal them, same process as how we did with the first piece. Apply tack solution around the edges and apply heat, and then with the microfiber towel just seal everything, because we don't want it to be lifting. We want it to be sealed like this side here. So now for the last piece, piece number 3 that covers this section of the reflector. It's just this small piece here. We only made it so it covers just the red section here, since everything else is already blacked out. We're only covering this section here and this part of the reflector. So just grab your piece. This one you could do it the dry method or the wet method, it's up to you. Just make sure that if you do the dry method like this, you do it carefully and make sure not to leave any bubbles as you do the installation. So just make sure you align it to the reflector. Don't leave any bubbles until you reach it to the bottom. And just to help it seal, that way we prevent it from lifting over time, just grab your heat device, apply heat around the edges, and that's it. We're done with the installation. And then once you're done with the entire installation for the Taillight, the last thing to do is to post heat everything. So the last thing to do once you finish with the entire installation for the Taillight is to post heat everything. So you could apply tack solution onto the lens, and we're going to use our heat device. You could use the low or the highest setting on your device. Just make sure if you do use the highest setting not to focus on one area for too long, that way we don't accidentally burn the film. And we're going to use our microfiber towel just to help tack down and remove any solution that may be around and trapped around the edges here. So that concludes the installation video for the Taillight Tints for the Ford Bronco. We hope that the video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.